What's up YouTube, Capital G here. So we got more Noble Knight support coming out in Extreme Force. I was actually live streaming when this card was being revealed and I was like, oh shit, the Noble Knight support is coming. I have to say, again, I'm not like the biggest fan of Noble Knights, but I do love Legacy support. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed we will get that Lunar Light Link Monster Konami, or I will seriously write you guys a strongly worded letter. But what does this Noble Knight card do, and does it drastically help the archetype? Because when I look at these new cards, especially ones that support archetypes from Zexal, Mega Phantom Beasts are getting support, and now Noble Knights, I think that they really should emphasize trying to make these decks drastically better, not just it being kind of fan service like, hey guys, we didn't forget that this archetype existed, here's a card so you'll be quiet. I want something that's going to make the archetype just a lot better. But let's go ahead and look at it. So this is Glory of the Noble Knights. It's a quick play spell card. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn, so it's one of those hard once per turns. It being a quick play is nice though. Target one Noble Knight monster you control, choose one equipped card, an equipped spell card from your deck that can be equipped to that monster, equip it to that monster. So basically what it lets you do in layman's terms is it lets you take any equipped spell from your deck and equip it straight to a Noble Knight monster. Most of the time, I would imagine that you're going to get one of your Noble Arms cards, which, I mean, it's nice. Being able to get to any specific Noble Arm card and put it on a monster during either player's turn, that's actually pretty nice. I think the fact that this card is a hard once per turn is seriously hindering its playability, because I think that if this wasn't a hard once per turn, I think this would be a 3-of because of just simplicity. The fact that it could exchange itself into any, into any Noble Arm card. I've heard people talk about maybe you could use things like White Veil. I mean, if you want to run like one White Veil, because yes, it doesn't technically have to be a Noble Arm card, you can get things like Moon Mirror Shield or White Veil. Seems like it might be a little gimmicky, but the fact that it is a quick play means that it could work like that. My biggest issue with Glory of the Noble Knights is I honestly don't think that this card fixes the issues with Noble Knights. Now, I'm not trying to say that Konami should have given Noble Knights a card that fixes all their problems, but when I think of Noble Knights, right? Usually the deck doesn't lose because they can't get the one specific Noble Arm card at the time. Usually the deck loses because it'll be like some random thing like, oh, I attacked into a Quaking Mirror Force. Whoops, there goes all my Noble Arm cards and my monster's face down. I can't really do anything. Or I attacked into a Storming, or more commonly, I got Kaiju'd, I got Trishula. My opponent used some type of non-targeting removal like Tiramisu or some weird thing like that, and this card really doesn't solve that problem. I honestly think, like, if you're playing against meta decks and maybe you're, losing almost all your matches against like Zodiac and True Draco and True King Dinosaurs, and I just wonder how many more matches are you going to win because of this card. I really just don't see you winning that much more because of it. I mean, it's nice, it's practical, I'd still run this card. I think the hard once per turn kind of makes it maybe like a 2-of at best, because I would imagine you want to have this card extremely early in the duel. But I don't know, man. It seems like Konami should have done a little more with this card. It seems like it's past the point. Noble Knights are past the point when it comes to like power creep and stuff, where getting to one specific Noble Arm is going to drastically affect how meta relevant they actually are. Like, for this card to have been something that could turn Noble Knights into like a meta deck, it needed to have like a graveyard effect that said like, while this card is in your graveyard, no Noble Knight monsters can be tributed for card effects or can be tributed under any circumstances. You can banish this card, target one Noble Knight monster on the field, it is unaffected by opponent's card effects. Then I'd have been like, holy shit, it protects them against everything that basically beats them. It only does it once, but that's really good, and that could have been something that drastically helped the deck combat the things that kills them. But I don't know. I think it's an okay card. I don't think that it's like fantastic or anything like that. Seems like it really should not have been a hard once per turn. I understand Konami obviously wants to keep things in balance, but who the fuck is saying Noble Knights are broken? I mean, if somebody opened with Boars or something like that and they use 3 of this to get 3 different equips, that'd be perfectly fine. That's what the deck is supposed to do anyway. I mean, you took Kaiser Coliseum and stuff away from them in the TCG, which I guess this is a brand new card, so TCG doesn't have any involvement. But anyways, you guys let me know. I will say this, I absolutely love the artwork of the card, which I'm trying to click. There we go. Click the bigger version. I do like the artwork of Glory of the Noble Knights, and I wonder what other archetypes from Zexal could be getting more support, because, we got Ghost Tricks, we have Noble Knights, You know, what other archetypes? Mega Phantom Beast? Does that mean maybe we can see a brand new Boojin monster? Maybe we're gonna see like a Boojin Link, or we're gonna see like a new Boojin spell. Please don't give us a Boojin Trap, for God's sakes. All the Boojin Trap cards were just give us another card that's like Boojin Carnation type level. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below of Glory of the Noble Knights. How good do you guys think that this card could be? I don't know, maybe if Konami releases like some crazy new broken like equip spell that has nothing to do with Noble Knights, maybe it'll work then. It'll become really playable because this card would be able to get it straight from the deck. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. This video has been brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audible.com/MegaCapitalG. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your mobile device. I'm listening to the amazing I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart. Link in the description.